Hello students. Today we will talk about membership of a company. First of all, we will talk about test of membership. That is, how do we come to know whether a person is a member of a company or not? So there are two essential things. Either one of them should be satisfied for a person to become a member. First is signatories to memorandum. That is those persons who sign the memorandum. As we know, in case of public company, 7 people need to sign memorandum, and in case of private company, 2 people need to sign memorandum. So the signatories to memorandum are the members of the company. And another is written consent and entry in register of members. That is, those people who have given a written consent to be a member of the company and their name is entered in register of members, they are also considered to be member of a company. So either of the two things is essential. Either the person should have signed the memorandum or his name should be in the register of members. Now, next topic we will discuss is member versus shareholder. Many a times we use these terms interchangeably, member or shareholder, but legally these two things are different. A person may be a member but not a shareholder, and similarly, a person may be a shareholder and yet not a member. First, let us consider different cases. First is company without share capital. As we know, in a company without share capital, there are no shares, so there is no question of being a shareholder. A person is member but not a shareholder. Similarly, second case, share warrant holder. Share warrant holder, as we all know, when a company issues share warrants, then the name of the person is struck from the register of members. So in this case, the person is a shareholder but not a member. Third situation, death, insolvency of a member. We know whenever there is death or insolvency of a member, the shares are transmitted. So the person ceases to be the shareholder, but still he is a member till the shares are transferred. His name is struck from the register of members. Similarly, fourth case, transfer of shares. Until the transfer is registered, the person remains the member but not the shareholder. So these are four different situations we have discussed, where we have seen that person may be a member and not a shareholder, or a person may be a shareholder and not a member. Now next topic is who may be a member. कौन member बन सकता है कंपनी का? तो first is individual. Any individual, any natural person who is solvent, who is able to contract, can become a member of a company. Next is partnership firm. As we all know, a partnership firm does not have a separate legal entity. So a partnership firm cannot become a member, but the individual partners, they can become the member of a company. Here I would like to add two things. First, a partnership firm can be a member of Section 8 company. As we know, Section 8 companies are those registered as charitable trusts. So a partnership firm can be a member of Section 8 company. And also, I would like to add one more thing. The limited liability partnership, the LLPs, they are registered, so they are eligible to become members. Third is joint Hindu family or Hindu undivided family. We all know that this is also not a registered entity, so this also cannot become a member of a company, but the Karta of joint Hindu family in his individual capacity can become a member. I again repeat, joint Hindu family cannot become a member, but the Karta can become a member. Next is corporation or company. Company, as we all know, it is a registered entity. A company can become member of any other company, right? That means Reliance can become member of Tata, or any company can become member of any other company because it has a separate legal entity. Next is registered society. A registered society, as the name is telling you, it is registered. So it has a separate entity, so it can also become member of some company. Next is an insolvent person. An insolvent person, if a person is already a member and if he becomes insolvent, he will continue to remain the member of the company till his shares are disposed of by his legal heir or by his by someone to whom his shares have been transmitted. So that means a company cannot deny a person who has become insolvent to continue as a member till his shares are disposed of. Next, married women. Married women can become member, they can buy shares in their own name. Next is foreigner. A foreigner can buy shares of Indian company, a foreigner can become member of Indian company, but according to provisions of FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act, according to those provisions, the person can become member. Here one more thing is to be added, but if the foreigner belongs to an alien enemy, an alien enemy means if a foreigner belongs to a country with whom our country is at war, such person cannot continue as a member and he cannot claim his rights of being a member. So a foreigner can become a member but with provisions of FEM. Next we talk about minor. A minor is a person below 18 years of age. A minor is not eligible to contract. A contract done by minor is void ab initio. This means a minor cannot become a member of a company. But there are certain provisions regarding minor. A minor can remain member of the company through a guardian. The guardian will be liable for various claims by the company, but a minor will not be liable. And if minor has been transmitted the shares, they are not attaining majority, he can decide whether he wants to continue to be member of the company or not. And after attaining majority, if he keeps enjoying dividends and keeps enjoying rights as a member, then he is liable to be a member. Next is joint holders. Here we discuss two or more people can jointly hold shares of a company. They can jointly be members of the company, but only one of the joint holders will get the voting rights. All of them will not get voting rights. Next is fictitious person. Fictitious person means झूठा पर्सन जिसने धोखे से शेयर्स ले लिए हैं, जिसने धोखे से शेयर्स ले लिए हैं और कंपनी को पता नहीं चला है, तो कंपनी उसको शेयर्स देने से डिनाई नहीं कर सकती, उसकी मेंबरशिप से डिनाई नहीं कर सकती, तो कंपनी को उसे मेंबर मानना पड़ेगा. लेकिन अगर फिक्टिशियस पर्सन पकड़ा जाता है तो ही इज़ लाइबल फॉर पनिशमेंट. इम्पर्सनेशन किया है उसने, तो इसके लिए उसे पनिशमेंट दी जा सकती है. नेक्स्ट इज मॉर्गेज ऑफ शेयर्स. मॉर्गेज ऑफ शेयर्स मीन्स कि अगर किसी पर्सन से लोन लिया गया है कंपनी के द्वारा और उसके शेयर्स उसके पास रखे गए हैं, तो सच अ पर्सन विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ मेंबर ऑन द कंडीशन दैट ऑन रीपेमेंट ऑफ लोन ही विल ट्रांसफर द शेयर्स टू कंपनी नॉमिनी. तो अगर हमने किसी के पास शेयर्स गिरवी रखे हैं, जब तक उसका पैसा वापस नहीं दिया जाएगा, तो उस पर्सन को मेंबर माना जाता है. नेक्स्ट इज प्लेसिंग ऑफ शेयर्स. प्लेसिंग का मतलब ये है कि जब हमने किसी को शेयर्स दिए हैं आगे बिकवाने के लिए, जैसे ब्रोकर्स हैं, तो ब्रोकर शेयर्स खुद खरीदने के लिए नहीं रखते. दे कीप द शेयर्स फॉर फर्दर, दे फाइंड आउट द बायर्स फॉर द कंपनी. सो क्योंकि उन्होंने शेयर्स रखने नहीं हैं, तो दे आर नॉट कंसिडर्ड एज मेंबर्स ऑफ द कंपनी. तो प्लेसिंग से मेंबर्स नहीं माने जाते. सो we have considered these various points that who may be the member of the company. Thank you so much.